Some parents are worried a law that helps students with disabilities might be dismantled. That's because of a September lawsuit led by Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. This calls into question the constitutionality of the 50-year-old Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act and the Americans with Disabilities Act. As attorneys prepare documents that are due to the court next week, KXAN's Sam Stark explores what the law means for students who need a little extra help.
This is Oliver.
Oliver is a fifth grader. He will be 11 next month.
His mom, Katie Lowry, said he has been quite successful at his Leander ISD school.
He's above grade level. He's making great relationships with his peers. He's adored on campus. He is thriving because of the supports that he has. I can't imagine where he would be without them.
Lowry said he has autism, ADHD, and dyspraxia. She said he gets support at school through Section 504, a law designed to help people with disabilities in federally funded programs.
He is successful because these laws and protections are in place.
But the constitutionality of the law is being called into question. In September, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton filed this lawsuit against the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services over the Biden administration's 2024 decision to add gender dysphoria to the list of recognized disabilities. Special education professor Catherine Ledbetter Cho said the lawsuit then goes beyond its issue with the definition.
And they launch into saying that 504 in its entirety is unconstitutional. The state shouldn't be responsible for those accommodations being tied to federal funds.
She said she thinks if the law is dismantled, it could have detrimental consequences to students with disabilities.
Levels the playing field. They wouldn't have those accommodations.
Gender dysphoria is listed in the DSM-5, the standard reference book used by mental health professionals, and it's defined as stress related to gender incongruence. Amy Goodwin is an Austin therapist and a former school counselor. She said in her 9 years as a school counselor, she never had students express gender dysphoria issues, and says the law is essential to students' success.
There are a lot of children that have been successful because of Section 504, that they would not be able to perhaps graduate if they did not have those accommodations and that support in place.
Sam Stark, KXAN News.
Well, the federal holiday made it a little tough to reach state and federal officials today, but of course we'll keep following this lawsuit to see what happens next. For a little insight here, Utah's Attorney General posted on X that although his state also joined the lawsuit to challenge the Biden administration regulation, he's committed to protecting Section 504 accommodations for children.